The human mind works at its most efficient pace when it's relaxed and focused. But the brain is only relaxed and focused when it's not overwhelmed with a billion things coming in at one time. So here's what you got to do. People need to start working on mental exercises, focusing and flexing that brain muscle, focusing and flexing that focus muscle, mental strengthening exercises, being able to be more efficient and getting things done. All that stuff has to do with your mental load and how much you can take and how efficiently you can perform these tasks. If you're someone who thinks that you don't have time to work out, you don't have time to put effort into changing your food, you don't want to make the change for your kids, you don't have time to do the research, you don't have time to put in the work to make the change, I got something to tell you. I'm sorry, but no one's going to be able to help you make the change in your life. You have to be the one to do it. You have to be the one who can make the change. Because here's the sad truth. Nobody gives a damn but you. Nobody else is going to really give a damn about your situation more than you. So who needs to give a damn the most? You, right? Because you're the one who knows how much you need the change in your life, right? Nobody else knows how fucked up your situation is. Nobody knows how much you need to get in shape as much as you do. It's 2022 and we got to start holding ourselves accountable. Like all of us, we all got to hold ourselves accountable because no one can make the changes for us. No one can want the change to happen but us. The only way you can really get results is by being consistent. And the only way you can really be consistent is to have an actual desire to make whatever happen. So whatever it is you're striving for, whatever you're pushing towards, it's got to be something you actually want. So let me help you out. Let me tell you how you can get this thing going. Whether it's you trying to get in shape for fitness, you're trying to do a lot of schooling and a lot of time, you're trying to balance stuff, trying to prioritize. Let me help you understand something about the human mind. The human mind works at its most efficient pace when it's relaxed and focused. But the brain is only relaxed and focused when it's not overwhelmed with a billion things coming in at one time. So here's what you got to do. People need to start working on mental exercises, mental strengthening exercises, focusing and flexing that brain muscle, focusing and flexing that focus muscle. All your different faculties in your brain, they all correspond to different muscles in the brain. So meditation is a very valuable asset when you're trying to attain mental focus, mental sharpness, because you got to be able to know when to take a step back and clear your mind so you can be productive. Now, I don't know about you, but for me personally, I know that I can only be productive when I'm not overwhelmed with a billion things going on in my mind. At least for me. This is why taking a moment and being still is so valuable. You must be able to clear your thoughts. So here's how you do it. You have to be able to close your eyes and breathe. Try to focus your thoughts. Block out all the external noise. Sound of airplanes rushing by, the sound of kids in the background playing with their stuff. Focus on one thing, either your breath, a point in front of you. While you're doing this meditating exercise, understand that, yes, it's true. Distracting thoughts will come across your mind like bugs flying across your face randomly. They're going everywhere. But the thing is to not get thrown off by them when they come. Almost expect them to come. And when they come, let them come and just let them pass by. And don't let it destroy your meditation. Don't let it mess up the progress you just made. So I'll say it again. Close your eyes, focus on one point. When your thoughts get scattered, let them get scattered, it's okay. And as you practice, you'll start to feel the weight, the mental weight of everything starting to lift off your shoulders, off of your subconscious. Because yes, granted, we can only focus on one thing at a time. It's bright out here and the sun is like right in my eye. Yes, the mind works most efficiently focusing on one thing at a time, but subconsciously you're sorting things out. You got things that you're thinking about from yesterday, things that are affecting your mood from something that pissed you off a week ago and it's still you're still kind of thinking about it, or maybe something that happened this morning with your child, or maybe you spilled your coffee on the way out the door and it's just pissing you off, it's still bugging you, but that shit's holding you back. Another thing that people need to understand when it comes to their stress and anxiety and not being able to focus, a lot of this shit that's going on daily, you can't control it. Let go of control. Do yourself a favor and let go of this illusion of, oh, I can control everything. I can set up parameters and set up walls and set up things to where I can control everything. You gotta accept that you can't control everything. There's some things that you can't control. The moment you start trying to prepare everything, it's the one thing that you didn't prepare that's gonna go fucked up. That's gonna be the one thing that's just gonna mess up all the dominoes, because you're sitting there trying to focus on every single thing else and trying to make every single step perfect, that you look over certain things and you run into certain situations that could be avoided if you were just more in the moment. I'll give you a quick example. I have 2 young children, and one of them is about 2.5 years old. And so the second child is different from the first child, because the second child is more actually going through those terrible 2 stages and trying to destroy everything. So we're trying to put preventative measures up around for the child to not hurt himself. But what I realized and learned with some of the stuff, when the child hurts himself or the child gets into something or something weird happens, it's funny how you try to prepare everything and it'll be the one thing you didn't think of or the one thing you didn't prepare that'll go wrong. And that's how it is with life. Sometimes when you spend too much time worrying about the other things that could go on, that you miss or potentially miss that thing that's happening right now, because you're too worried about the future or worried about what ifs or worried about a whole bunch of things that probably are never ever gonna happen. We end up spending a lot of time worrying about things that do us no good, worrying about things that you can't control no matter what you do anyway. So why don't you just do yourself a favor and quit worrying about trying to control things? That's one thing that you can do to help relieve anxiety and get your mental strength going, get your focus together, help your subconscious brain, take off some of that load off of your subconscious mind. You know, take off those weights, those burdens, those have tos and all that stuff. Because a lot of the stuff we feel like we have to do, you really don't. There's actually a whole dietary and nutrition standpoint as far as for supporting mental health as well. But that's a conversation for another time. But hopefully this video sparked an interest in yourself to start doing your own self-research about your own mental health. You know, there's other ways that you can alleviate your mental stress. Just be able to give yourself more equilibrium mentally, subconsciously, socially, with your anxiety, with your task management, being able to be more efficient and getting things done. All that stuff has to do with your mental load and how much you can take and how efficiently you can perform these tasks. Something to keep in mind is a fabulous quote that I heard from somebody years ago, and it's like, I'm never gonna forget this. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. Once you hear that and once you start understanding that, you'll be more open-minded to improving, doing more research, and actually fixing situations in your life. You all take care of yourselves. And remember, fresh is best. Like, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.